We have got a lot of Spider-Man 4 news to talk about today. We're talking release dates, Venom, Kingpin, the multiverse, Daredevil, a whole bunch of different stuff, so make sure you stay tuned for the entire video. Alright, so this comes to us from Holyfield News, a pretty reliable industry insider right now, and basically what they're saying is that Kingpin is going to be mayor of New York City, which we saw that teased at the end of Echo. And he is going to be the main villain in Spider-Man 4, but he won't be the only Spider-Man villain in this movie, with Michael Mando reprising his role as the Scorpion. Spider-Man will be heavily mentioned in the upcoming Daredevil Born Again series, which will set up the events for this film, and Spider-Man 4 is going to begin filming this fall, most likely September or October, and Marvel Studios and Sony are aiming to release it for December 2025. So guys, this is awesome. We're going to have Kingpin being the mayor of New York City is going to outlaw superheroes and vigilantes and everything, and obviously Spider-Man and Daredevil aren't going to listen to him, so he's probably going to go out and start hiring other supervillains to hunt them down. Michael Mando is finally going to become Scorpion after that post-credit scene in Homecoming teased that, and since the spell wiped away the memories of Peter Parker, maybe Vulture is going to break out of the jail with Scorpion, and then they're going to team up and work for Kingpin and go against Spider-Man. And yeah, this is going to be really cool. I think J. Jonah Jameson is going to be involved with the whole Scorpion suit, just like he was in the comics. And this would be another great way to have J.K. Simmons reprise his role as J. Jonah Jameson to basically bankroll the whole Scorpion project and get Michael Mando his Scorpion armor. And who knows, maybe Jonah is working with Fisk because he obviously sees Spider-Man as a major problem, so maybe Fisk gets him to be on the same side as him and maybe help out with his mayoral campaign. So all of that's really exciting. Now let's go ahead and talk about how Venom might play into this movie because it involves Scorpion as well, and I think it could be really awesome. So it says here, the Venom symbiote from Spider-Man No Way Home will return very soon in Tom Holland's Spider-Man 4. The symbiote won't be attracted to our Peter Parker at first, leading it to take possession over someone else's body. And then when Spider-Man is nearly brutally killed, he would then come in contact with the Venom symbiote, which is going to basically heal him and give Peter Parker his black suit. Now, the really important part here is that the symbiote is not going to be attracted to Peter Parker at first, and it's going to have a different host. Now, I think the goo at the end of Spider-Man No Way Home is probably looking for the Eddie Brock variant in the 616 MCU universe. So this could be a way that we get Tom Hardy's Venom again in a different universe with Marvel Spider-Man. But if they don't go that route where Venom is looking for an Eddie Brock variant in this new universe, I think that the symbiote might go to Scorpion. In the comics, Matt Gargan does get the Venom symbiote, so I think it makes a lot of sense for him to get it in this movie, especially because it's heavily rumored that Scorpion is going to be in Spider-Man 4, so I think maybe Spidey and Daredevil team up or something, maybe they beat Scorpion, and then Kingpin discovers the Venom symbiote and uses it to basically enhance Scorpion. And then that's how we get the Venomized Scorpion. I think that could be really, really cool, and we know the MCU likes to do things a little bit different, and this would definitely be different. Or maybe Kingpin just has possession of the symbiote and they don't really know what it is and they're experimenting on it, and then maybe Scorpion sees it and knows that it can help him out, and then he ends up like breaking the glass or whatever and getting the Venom symbiote. I don't know, but point is, I think Scorpion is getting that symbiote in this movie. And a powered up Scorpion with the Venom symbiote is going to be a very tough challenge for Peter Parker, and I think that's how he maybe gets mortally wounded. Then maybe the symbiote chooses to attach itself to Peter Parker because he sees that this one is super vulnerable, he's lost all of his friends and family and everything, and he feels like he can really take control of this version of Spider-Man. So the goo goes on to him, it heals him, and then the very end of the movie we see Peter Parker in his black suit. That would be a fantastic ending. Like, just imagine the final fight of the movie is Scorpion versus Tom Holland's Peter Parker. Scorpion ends up stabbing him with his tail. He gets a huge wound. He's on the brink of death, and then all you start to see is the Venom symbiote go off of Scorpion, and it starts crawling towards Peter Parker, and then it's almost like that apartment transformation scene in Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 3. Tom Holland's Peter is just laying there, lifeless, and then the Venom symbiote crawls over him and starts to bring him back to life and revive him. Then you see his eyes open, he wakes up, he realizes that the goo is now on him, And then the final scene of the movie is this, the full suit, the goo just goes right over his face and forms a mask, and then just cut to black. That would be amazing. And then he can have his black suit for Avengers 5 and 6. It's going to sell a lot of toys. People are going to be really hyped to see Tom Holland in the black suit, and I think it's going to translate over to box office revenue. Plus, in the comics, Spider-Man got his black suit in the original Secret Wars comics, so it makes it comic accurate too for him to be in the black suit in that movie. Plus, I think Marvel Studios is going to have him in this suit for a lot longer than we've seen before. Like in the movies, it's like a few days. In the comics, I believe it was a couple days as well. In the Spider-Man 2 video game, he had it for a couple of days too. And if this is true, he could have this suit for actually a pretty long time. So we could slowly see his behavior change and not all just happen in one movie. One other thing that I want to mention in this quick Spider-Man 4 update is that there is a report saying that Tom Holland's Peter Parker is basically going to prioritize being Spider-Man over Peter Parker, and that it's going to be similar to Robert Pattinson's Batman, where he was like obsessed with being the superhero. And that's a really cool angle to take with the Spider-Man film, just a Spidey who is obsessed with helping and saving the city to get his mind off of everything that's happened to him. One that is absolutely obsessed with doing good, and then when he gets the black suit, that's going to change his view a little bit, and it's going to make him think that he needs that black suit to be a better Spider-Man, which was also another aspect that we saw in the Spider-Man 2 video game. So yeah, this is super, super exciting. All of these rumors and reports and everything are floating around. Obviously, take them with a grain of salt because it's not coming from Marvel Studios themselves. But it's all starting to come together. All of these reports, they definitely sound like they're just pieces to a puzzle, and I am so excited for the final product because Spider-Man 4 sounds like it's going to be something really special. And one other thing, Justin Lin, the guy who directed a bunch of Fast and Furious movies, is also a director that's being talked about for Spider-Man 4. I don't know if that's the right choice. I feel like he hasn't done something that, lets us know that he's going to make a fantastic Spider-Man movie. I think he's going to deliver some great action if he is the director that's chosen for this movie, but I'm kind of worried about the character moments. But yeah, that is all of the recent Spider-Man 4 updates. There was a lot of them, so I hope you guys are now informed. Let me know down below what you think about all of this. Do you think it's true? Do you think it's not? And if there's certain elements that you think are true, let me know down below. I really hope Spider-Man 4 is called the Spectacular Spider-Man. I can't wait for this thing. We're just a couple of years away, really. Make sure you stay up to date with the latest news and rumors for Spider-Man 4 by subscribing or following, depending on what social media you're on right now. Let's keep the hype going for Spider-Man 4.